castrated and ate her husband on Thanksgiving Day. Almost Thanksgiving, so let's talk about some families who maybe haven't had the best Thanksgivings in the past. So we're starting off with Omaima Nilsson. She was only 23 years old and a model. This is Bill Nilsson, this is Omaima Nilsson, and they got married just less than 30 days before this event. Bill and Omaima were newlyweds, and things just kind of took a crazy turn on Thanksgiving Day. Bill had prepared a giant feast for the two of them on Thanksgiving because none of his family was going to come because they didn't quite support his new marriage of his 23-year-old wife, who he proposed to 2 days after he met her, and then they shortly after got married. Mama says that the morning of Thanksgiving that Bill SA'd her, and she was not very happy about it. Now this part does get a little gory, so this is your little graphic warning. After the SA, Omaima was not very happy, and she took the lamp on the side of their bed and threw it at him and kind of knocked him unconscious for a second, and then she ran and got their iron and bludgeoned him to she then castrates him. Doesn't just stop there. Tells her psychiatrist later on that on that day she cut out his ribs and smothered barbecue sauce on them and stuck them in the oven. She admits to eating those ribs. She then admits to trying to dispose of his body through the disposal. Neighbors have corroborated that the disposal in the sink was running for hours and hours on Thanksgiving Day, and Omaima has admitted that she tried mixing up parts of his body with the turkey and pushing it down the drain. She also had many other things which I will not mention, but she just kind of left Bill everywhere and she was unable to dispose of his body. Then she started going to all of her ex-boyfriend's doors and asking them for help to dispose his body. By the time she'd gone to the third or fourth boyfriend, he said that he would help her dispose the body, but he had to go grab his coat or something and then went and called the police. He then went to trial and was, of course, found guilty. And here's the interesting thing. She is eligible for parole in 2026. That is next year. She was denied her last parole hearing, which was a couple years ago, but she could be getting out on parole, which is absolutely insane. And this horrible thing that happened to Bill wasn't the first horrible thing she had done. Be careful this Thanksgiving. Treat your wives nice, treat your husbands nice, and follow along as we go through more things that have happened on Thanksgiving.